You guys, I am seeing somebody dance in flashing lights. I am seeing somebody walk up a runway, walk down a carpet where there are very, very, very major players in the room. You know what I'm saying? Big hitters in the room, and they are cheering you on. You know what I'm saying? They are telling you about how you've changed their lives. You know what I'm saying? The impact that you've had on them. You know what I'm saying? From sharing your experiences, your life, your life story and everything. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. All right, and then I was looking around, right, because I'm visiting my brother right now. You see behind me, he got this picture of this Rolls Royce right here. Yeah, and you see when you look at this, you see luxury. That is the type of kind of spirit you push in on. Okay, it doesn't even. This is not even enough. That doesn't even compare to what your spirit, your soul is worth and worthy of, okay? This is just the outer shell, the physical, and the physical that it push out is that fucking Rolls Royce, okay? That's just what I'm seeing you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your soul. So when you come in to spaces, you have an effect on people, okay? And you make people feel just like how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You give people the same genuine love, all that you give yourself. Because it started from somewhere, but you got there. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't start there though. And that's what I see you telling people. I see you telling them. It didn't begin here. I did not come from, you know, money, finances, knowing how to, you know, take care of my finances and knowing of being what is it? Financially literate. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to learn all of these different things and you're still learning. You're still observing. You're still, chilling in the back, watching the crowd and really just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so whoever this resonate with, you are a heavy hitter, okay? Prove them wrong. You have always proved them wrong. You have never needed anyone to step in and take up for you because nobody never would do that, really. Nobody never would come in and say, yeah, hi, how you doing? Nobody came in and was like, well, she's honorable, no, she's loyal, none of that. Nobody came in and did that when you came in, you know what I'm saying? And people knew. People knew. It was so many individuals that had sat around and watched you and studied you, you know what I'm saying? All in your business, you know what I'm saying? Trying to hang on your coattail, but still at the same time not give you what you deserve, give you the honors that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Not that you were asking for it. You wasn't asking for it. You wasn't asking for nobody for anything for what you had given out. Your kindness, your love. You know what I'm saying? Your trustworthiness and all of that, right? But it's always a Queen of Pentacles like this, because the Queen of Pentacles ain't gotta be sour. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to be a blood sucking, thirsty, you know what I'm saying, evil, manipulative chick. You know what I'm saying? Or he doesn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But there will be justice. There will be justice. You know what I'm saying? There will be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, look, and I'm looking around this room too, right? So, and I'm seeing Cabal with Escobar. He got Scarface, and then he got the other one that's from Mexico or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they all bosses though. So whoever I'm talking to, you're a fucking boss, all right? So from one boss to another boss, thank you. What's happening with it? You know what I'm saying? This is how we lay shit out. This is how we communicate. Everybody don't understand our lane. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the way that we talk, the way that we communicate with each other. Because you have to be in that bracket. You know what I'm saying? You would have had to do an extensive amount of work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Lots of surrendering and changing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Really paying attention to what the fuck is going on so that these cycles can be done with, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I keep seeing justice, y'all. Okay, it's a lot of shit going on, but if you see how the scales is tipping and what they tipping towards and the things that's happening and shit like that, it's like people are either signing their DF certificate or they are creating new lives, new beginnings for themselves, okay? It's either life and death in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't see no in between. For real. And if a motherfucker is in between, that's because you're going through your karmic wheel to where you need to get some things right. And we all go through that, right? Throughout our life, right? As we evolve, you know what I'm saying, into the beings that we are, our higher selves, know who the fuck we are. Whoever you are, that's where you are. Oh my goodness, justice. What the fuck did I just say? Justice. First card though. You know what I'm saying? With the sword. So that's how you know that even though there are trials and tribulations we go through, as we go through those trials and tribulations, we have to become more aware of what's going on within us. You know what I'm saying? To even have justice on your side, you know, or even be around to still see it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Something that you didn't even ask for because you kept going when it was hard. You kept going through the abuse. You kept going through you know what I'm saying? Through the rain, the storms, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You never gave up. You did not take your foot off your own fucking neck. And see, this is where the council, they respect that. You know, your ancestors that fuck with you, they respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because of the honor that you've carried while you've been going through everything that you go through. You know what I'm saying? And you apart from other people, it looks very fucking different. But that's how you know that not only were they meant to come and make a change in your life, but you were to be that light in their life to let them know that there are higher souls, higher entities that come here to perform the just that needs to be done in planetary time, okay? Or let's say planetary space, all right? Because we know time is a fucking illusion, right? Well, what does she know? Yep. Somebody could be going away to college. Maybe you got a child going away to college and you getting the finances ready for that. Hitting up FAFSA and shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see, you know, what's going on. That is significant for somebody. Okay, we got the Two of Pentacles. That's a trip. I keep seeing that. So in the downright, we got what's this? The Knight of Cups in the downright. I'm going to be in the 9th grade. What are you doing on here? You need to get off of here. This is not for kids. Yes. Please go. You don't need to be watching this. Okay? Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Okay, let me see. We got the Three of Wands. Okay, somebody can be struggling with fertility. Maybe you're looking into having a child, or maybe something about a child being born, okay? This could also be a creation. This could be something that you created back when you were a child, something that you wanted to do, a goal that you're focusing in on now. It really it's now gaining all of your attention by way of all of the things that you went through. So now you know that it's only one choice, and the only choice is to go towards the justice and allow, you know, the universe, allow for the forces that be to help you. Is surrendering, okay? So right now, surrendering is very significant, okay? So you can be going through like a spiritual awakening, okay? And I know you probably hear that a lot, but we go through real spiritual awakenings throughout our life. And some people take to them. Some people can't handle them. Some people go crazy. But we absolutely do, because we're constantly evolving our souls. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell people to remember that you are not talking to a person. You are talking to a fucking soul, okay? And you don't know what or who the fuck that soul is. That soul could say, my name is Kim, but that soul has had many a different names. That soul has had many a different encounters, situations, scars. shit that didn't even happen in this life, but happened in the past life, but it's still in that soul, you know what I'm saying? Because it carries, right? All right, it's energy, right? So all of those different things. I feel like a lot of you guys are now being shown as well, you know, just through spiritual practice, you know what I'm saying? And really taking it in that this is bigger than what you could have ever thought. You know what I'm saying? And that the connection that you have with the Most High, with a higher intelligence, is very true. And you've always carried that ability. You've always had that gift. You can call it a gift. You know, you've always been empathic, very, very tapped in to your ancestral line. Like you did not disconnect. Even though you've been to many of different places, worlds, um, I want to call it, instead of time, let's say space. You know, you spent time in so many different spaces throughout the universe, the metaverse. It's like now all of those things are, you're able to see those things like a globe. And that is power. You get what I'm saying? I'm just seeing him like focus in on with them wings at the top of his head, and it's in a down right. It's like, damn, at one point you had a one way of thinking. Now you have a totally different way of thinking, but you still are encountering the same individuals that you dealt with. So can you stay on that pivot without changing up or switching up because of who they feel you should be? Like all of these different things are in, you know, are emotionally moving through you. You know what I'm saying? Because on one aspect, you know that you are very much not the same person that you were a year ago, 2 years ago. Like you literally, you're going through a space time warp. Okay, you could be even waking up like, damn, what room am I in? And you in your house or in your mama's house, but you like, damn, where am I at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing you move, like moving very fast. Okay, so this can be you having a lot of dreams, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of, you could be woke, having a lot of space and spacing out, seeing shit, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like telepathy, um and however you are a seer, like you being a seer, however that looks for you, okay? Because it look different for everybody, it look different for me, but I ain't telling nobody what mine is. Shit, you can keep that to yourself. Okay, the Queen of Cups. I got the Queen of Cups. So this mothering energy is giving me, you can be a divine masculine and you are a protector. Okay, you are a very fierce man. Okay, you've been through a lot. Okay, there's so many different, and you could be successful in your own right as well. There's so many different rumors out there about you, you know, because you may be a public figure, or maybe you've dealt with public figures, relationship wise or business wise, you know what I'm saying? And you're giving and you're kind, you know what I'm saying? But you don't allow people to get over on you or run over you or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? But you have always been a giver, and that kind of changed throughout your life. And then you have to, I'm just seeing somebody teeter-totter back and forth between learning and understanding things on different levels or different perspectives. And now you are who you are. And this Queen of Cups is letting me know that you have a mother figure that's very close to you, that's guiding you through this time right now, because you are going through, you know, a transformation, like a real transformation. This is why justice keep coming out. Okay, I seen justice be, and then the death card and the downright. You know what I'm saying? Like things has already, the old structure, okay, old ways, anything fucking old that is out of whack, that no longer can go, can create. You cannot create with this stuff anymore. You cannot create with, the only thing that you can do is stir up more karmic debt for yourself and whoever else it is attached to. but you are being given, or you have created a new beginning for yourself. You have created a path for yourself where you have the right of way to go. You get what I'm saying? And you are working in tandem with hierarchy spirits, with souls that played a part in you being here today, that did certain things in their life so that they can be where they are to help you in the spiritual realm. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hearing old faithful. Oh, faithful. So even as I don't feel like this is more so you being faithful to your soul, to your inner calling, to who you are, to the person that you are. You did not allow fame and the money and the women, or the men if you were a woman. You didn't allow the drugs or all of the different things that was going down. You know what I'm saying? Even the shit that don't be talked about because it's so graphic. You know what I'm saying? That goes on in the industry. It was a lot of things going on that you seen and shit, and you just like, damn, man. I'm feeling like I'm just, I just want my peace. I know that it's bad people, and I know that it's good people, and I've experienced them all on all levels. So I feel like you could even be like become someone that teach individuals that's in the industry, whatever that is that you do. You could have been a football player, a basketball player. You could have been a movie, you could have been an actress. You could have been a fucking model. You could have, whoever this it resonate with, you hold some type of kind of um champ belt with whatever it is that you do. Okay, you're very good at what it is that you do. All right, and you hold a high position in the industry as well. This got very specific. Okay, yeah, the sun card was about to come out in a damn right. Like it was no, like, them days of being young and seeing all what you seen a lot of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Where it should have been light, or where they were where they were being deceitful as if it was light, where it was fake light. Okay? Like, you've been in those rooms, you've been in a lot of rooms, and you've been in a lot of different, energies, to where you now know you've mastered. It's something that you've mastered that's going to save a lot of young people that's going into the industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might even be a book you put out, just making them aware of the different functionalities that can take them under, and the different things that happen behind closed doors, behind these doors, underneath this umbrella, or underneath that umbrella, whatever the case may be, man. This is very specific. You know what I'm saying? All I got to say is, whatever you did, that's your past. If you have changed, and your patterns have changed, and your cycles have changed, and you don't like the same things no more. You don't like the same women. You don't like the same, way that you respond to things. You don't like, this is giving me in and out. It's from inside and outside that you didn't work on yourself. So it's physical, mental, spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Every part of you have become vibrational to the earth, and it's really giving off like a comfortable mothering energy. Like, you are a man. Whoever this resonate with, you are a masculine man. Okay? Or you could be a woman heavy in your masculine as well, with this justice and the Queen of Cups together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a feminine, very heavy in your masculine energy. Like, you ain't really, you ain't get married. You probably got married once, but you didn't get married again after your success, because you wasn't finna let nobody take your success. You wasn't finna let nobody come in and claim your shit. You got smart by seeing this shit that was going on in the industry, seeing how these men was marrying these women and having babies with these women just to stay attached to them. They didn't love them. They didn't care about them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit happened in the industry that you were in. You know what I'm saying? So you seen this shit happen, and you like, man, Hell nah. You know what type of kind of look it. A woman say something to you, do something you already know, then pull the can't nobody hide nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Because of all what you seen with the 5 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like that shit, the shit that you seen could have had you in a dark place at one point. You know what I'm saying? And then in the industry, it's not really too many people that you can talk to. It ain't too many people you can talk to because you got money and your family shit. They be on some other shit. So you probably had maybe one person to talk to or maybe even nobody. But this is giving me like grief and like it took a lot to get you out of this. Whoever this resonate with. It took you a lot to come out of, you know, taking on other people's grief too as well, taking on other people's problems and issues and finances and thinking that you can help them become a better person or that they loved you enough to where they wouldn't use you and then discard you or say some funny shit about you and then get out there in the tabloids and now somebody done said, you know what I'm saying, like just it just yeah. Oh yeah, let's see. What is these? I don't know what that is. That was 20 cards. What am I doing? Oh, look at that. That wasn't a down right, though. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of people that's not going to benefit off of you anymore. So they're going to be coming in with a fake ass, oh, like Be Who Me story. Oh, this happened. This is how they got to come at you now. You feel me? And you already sniffed it out of mouth, like miles and miles away. You like just keep it a buck, but like I'm not finna. You see how the economy is going. I'm not finna be wasting shit. Y'all need to get up and do something. I don't want to enable you no more. I just see you, like damn, you feel me. But if you really had to bust it down for, a close relative that wasn't doing, you know that you would, but. I just see you just making wiser decisions when you're dealing with these individuals because they don't want to leave because they know that if they feed you some type of kind of grief story or some type of kind of boo-hoo me or you know what I'm saying, that you're going to listen. Just you listening alone, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like, I don't know. I guess it got a lot to do with the way that you respond to these people know that they can come to you. They always knew that. Like, I don't know, things is just changing. It's a lot of changing going on because you want to see a change. Like you want to see a change in the people that you love and around you as well. So you're not unabling anyone no more. You know what I'm saying? You're not sitting there listening to the stories that they tell over and over again. If you do, you're giving them real answers. You know what I'm saying? Giving them truth. You're just, you know what I'm saying? You ending the bullshit because you like, I got a new beginning. And if I stay here and all of this in this frequency and this vibration, how can I build on this? Like you're seeing now that an energy of influencers can really jeopardize and fuck with your structure that you're building. So you have to be in a clean space, okay? So you're learning about what a clean space is, having a clean mind, having a sound mind, you know what I'm saying? When you are building and creating, knowing how to escape the noises, knowing how to get away from the individuals and they, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how to protect yourself, protect your mind, your spirit, your soul, all of that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like all of those things are being shown. Like, it's not like you don't know how to do it. You do. But it's like your spirit guides are going over the exam with you and showing you the things that, you know what I'm saying, that you may have missed because we all miss things. And they want you to know that you do miss things. And that's why they want you to take your time. That's why they want you to see into things and give yourself some time to feel around and you know what I'm saying, in situations before you respond, before you react, before you know what I'm saying? All of these different things. Some of you guys can be young, going into, you could play football good. Maybe you could play soccer good. Maybe you can, but this is somebody that is very influential. There's a lot of people that watch you. There's a lot of individuals that you've influenced for the best. You know what I'm saying? You do have a good track record. Whoever I'm picking up on, you have a very good track record. You may not have a good track record when it comes to dating and things like that, but it's not disrespectful. It's not out there. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm picking up on. Like I don't even see them really, making that the focus of your career because you're so good and you know and you so down to earth and you stand on what it is that you do and you say. And people have seen this play out. That's crazy. I ain't never did no message, no reading for nobody that was influential. Like you could play basketball, okay, football, but it's a sport. Whatever it is, it's a sport, okay? And this could be any sport, okay? Whoever it resonate with, take what resonate, leave what don't, okay? All right, this message is for past, present, and future. All right, I would never call you guys to do a reading. I would never reach out to you to do a reading ever, 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 ever. I ain't did no readings and I don't know how long. So it wasn't me. If somebody did, don't be giving nobody your money and you don't know them. And I ain't even charged nobody for no readings. Like, not even the last time I did them. Like, I was doing them for free. So it says, stand up for yourself. In the downright, stand up for yourself. Like I said, you have started a whole new vibe, okay? And the vibe is a motherfucker coming to you thinking that they finna get what they was able to get before. Somebody saying